Okay. Um, my name is Omar Ayala. I I am 27 years old. I am single. I was born in Piura, in Talara, Piura. Uh, I currently live in Los Cedros de Villa in Chorrillos. I went to a school at Santo Domingo Los Cedros de Villa School. I have a son, Franco. He he's he's 9 years old, and which birthday is on February 4th. I live with my mother and my brother, Elba and Jair, and I have a friendly. Her name is Romina. My hobby is watching soccer, going to the stadium to support Alianza Lima, and spending time with my son. I work at HSBC Bank. I have worked at HSBC for 5 years now. I have 10 years of experience working in banks. I currently an improvement analyst. My job basically is making sure the branches to their jobs current and having then support for my area of experience. I work with two more people in my area, Claudia and Ala. We have been working together for over 3 years. HSBC Peru is a bank that has been in Peru for 6 years old. It is a global bank with branches around the world. Last year, with it was rogues along with other Latin America HSBC bank, and it began rebranded as HNB Bank. We provide finance service to people and companies. Our main competitors are Banco Financiero and Bank Beef. My favorite inspiration quote is "Don't stop when you are tired. Stop when the race is finished."
My name is Polyana. I am 41 years old. My birthday in April 18. I was born in Lambayeque. I am married. I have a daughter. She is 10 years old. I went to school at La Reparación in Miraflores. I live with my daughter and my husband. I live in Pueblo Libre. Singing is my hobby. I work at HSBC Bank. I had worked at HSBC for 5 years now. Some years ago, I studied at ECL for 3 years, computer career. I am system analyst. I am currently an associate specialist in area of business intelligence. My job is prepare and analyze reports. I am currently studying business administration at UCIL. HSBC is a bank that has been in Peru for 6 years now and is being rebranded as ANB Bank. We provide financial services. My favorite inspiration quote is "I am drawn to people who know what they are doing, who think about their everyday world, who try to make the world better than it's ever been before. You are a market analyst, I believe.
That's right. I work in Dubai, and I analyze the petroleum market.
What kind of office do you have?
It's a very modern upper plan office. It's a workstation about 20 people in one large area.
Isn't that too many people?
Not really. In the morning there are usually about 50 people, but after lunch there are fewer. When you arrive, you take about space that is free. If you don't arrive early enough, you don't get the best place next to the windows.
Isn't it very noisy?
No, not really. And anyway, it's good to other office conversations. It helps to you know that things happening of different markets and with different customers.
What about lunch?
We usually take customers and contacts to lunch. It's a good way getting information. When I have enough data, I write my reports.
What kind of equipment do you have?
Computer screens with direct online data for the market. Everyone has a laptop and phone. That way they can work anywhere. No?
So what are your normal hours?
I start really early, about 7, and finish about 7 p.m. I go to the gym to reduce stress. I get home about 9. My wife thinks that's too late. You are a market analyst, I believe?
That's right. I work in Dubai and I analyze the petroleum market.
What kind of office do you have?
It's a very modern open plan office. It has workstation for about 20 people in the large area.
Isn't that too many people?
Not really. In the morning there are usually about 15 people, but after lunch there are lower. When you arrive to take a space that is free, if you don't arrive early enough, you don't have the best place next to the window.
Isn't it very nice?
Not really, and anyone is good to hear other conversation. It helps to you know that what's happening on different markets and with different customers.
What about lunch?
We usually take customers and contacts to lunch. It's a good way of getting information. When I have enough data, I write my reports.
What kind of equipment do you have?
Computer screens, we get online data from the market. Everyone has a laptop and a phone. That way they can work anywhere.
So what are your normal hours?
I start really early at about 7. Finish about 7 p.m. and then I go to the gym to reduce stress and get home at about 9. My 5:10, that's too late.
Hello, my name is Dani Alvarez. I am 29 years old and I am single. My birthday is 1st of June. I live in Mayorazgo. This organization belongs to a Vital. I really enjoy playing video games and I hate the soccer. I was born in Loroya, but I studied here in Lima. I studied audiovisual communication at the Institute Toulouse-Lautrec, and now I am studying marketing at the college. Currently, I am working at Peru Asian Store. This is a virtual market of Korean and Japan products. We import toys, collectible products, and a variety of anime merchandise. I am in charge of design, publicity, and social community management.
I am Maria Herrera. I am 27 years old. I was born in the city of Ica. I have lived there until I was 20 years old. Now live in the district of Santiago de Surco with my family, my mother and brothers. I study marketing at University San Ignacio Loyola. Some years ago I studied civil engineering, but I did not finish my studies for economic reasons. I have worked at Interbank for years. I am assistant manager and agency in the district of Chorrillos. I see operating and commercial topics in the agency. I have in my office staff that is dedicated to reach business goals. I supervise their hope to hit the objectives. The bank offers different products, passive and active, according to customer needs. I have to say that since my sister since I was a little girl helped me to be strong in life. I work and study taught me steadfast in what I want in life and not live my dreams. So what is your job exactly?
I write market reports about the chemical industry.
How do you do that?
I talk to people in the industry. I read articles and obviously I follow the market.
What kind of equipment do you use it?
Well, there are some good internet sites which give a lot of information. In fact, sometimes there is too much information. And I also use teletext on my TV. My doctor says I spend too much time in front of a screen, but I don't really have a choice.
Where do you work?
I work at home near Oxford. When I lived in France, I had an office in Paris. But I moved to England 2 years ago, and I found I could do the job from home. I have a very small office with my fax, my phone, and my PC. In fact, it's not really big enough for me and all my equipment, but I manage somehow.
And do you work normal office hours?
Yes, I start at about 9 and work until 3:30. This gives me enough time to go and pick up the children.
So, no business lunch?
No, unfortunately, it's usually a quick sandwich in the kitchen, then back upstairs. It was nice before to have lunch with contacts or colleagues, but now I waste less time. Now I only speak to colleagues on the phone. Sometimes it's too quiet in my office.
So, do you prefer the traditional way of working?
It depends. I feel I work more efficiently at home because in office there are too many distractions, but I do miss the contact with colleagues. Thank you. So, what is your job exactly?
I write market reports about the chemical industry.
How do you do that?
I talk to people in the industry. I read articles and obviously I follow the markets.
What sort of equipment do you use?
Well, there are some good internet sites which give a lot of information. In fact, sometimes there is too much information. At I also see teletext on my TV. My doctor says I spend too much time in front of a screen, but I don't really have a choice.
Where do you work?
I work at home near Oxford. When I live in France, I had an office in Paris, but I moved to England 2 years ago and found I could do your job from home. I have very small office with my face, my phone, and my PC. In fact, it's not really big enough for me and all my equipment, but I manage somehow.
And do you work normal office hours?
Yes, I start about 9 and work until 3:30. This gives me enough time to go and pick up the children.
So no business lunch?
No, unfortunately, it is usually a quick sandwich in the kitchen. Then back upstairs. It was nice before to have lunch with contacts or colleagues, but now I wasted less time. Now I only speak to colleagues on the phone. Sometimes it's too quiet in my office.
So do you prefer the traditional way of working?
It depends. I feel I work more efficiently at home because office there are too many distractions, but I do miss to contact with colleagues. Thank you.